Welcome to Jumpstart IT Academy YouTube channel. I am your host, Chris, and today I would like to go over the top 10 in-demand tech jobs in 2024 to future-proof your career. The question was posed to me today, Chris, what areas of tech have the most opportunity for now and into the future? And basically, the way I answered the question, and we're gonna, go over this article, maybe not as in depth, but we're gonna, overview the article so it'll attach to the concept that I'm bringing to you. I answered it in such a way where if I started my career today, what would I be doing? So I have 30 years of experience in the tech industry, if you're not familiar with who I am. And with my 30 years of experience, it gives me the ability to look at tech from essentially like 30,000-foot view, looking down at a parade, and I can kind of see, the beginning, the end, and I'm not someone sitting on, I'm not someone on the ground, looking at tech from the perspective of only a portion of tech. I can kind of look at tech historically, empirically from my own experience in my own career as a principal level 2 network engineer with a Fortune 500 company. And I've worked for several other, large companies, taking on projects from names that, many people are familiar with. But nonetheless, I come from that perspective of let's take all this experience and what would I do in tech? And this article, I'm going to weave that all together and hopefully make it even make it very meaningful for you. So basically, let's look at the takeaways because I don't want to spend too much time going through the weeds in this article. So contrary to headlines, there's growth in various tech jobs surpassing overall market growth. Desirable skills include cybersecurity, AI expertise, cloud computing knowledge, and blockchain proficiency. In addition to critical thinking abilities, practical communication skills and collaboration are essential for success. The tech industry offers job opportunities that welcome individuals from different backgrounds. That's what a lot of people don't know. People ask me questions. Hey, I'm a truck driver. You think I can get into tech? I'm a school teacher. You think I can move over into tech? Pretty much, depending on your background, you most likely can move over into tech. It just depends on where you're going to start from. Some of you may have transferable skills that will put you mid-level. Some have transferable skills that will put them in entry-level positions. Some people have skills in certain industries that will literally put them at the senior level of tech. So it really depends on your background. But the way I describe it to you is like this. I said the tech industry is the bus. The seat is the career that you need to be on. The goal that we do at Jumpstart IT Academy and coaching or mentoring is to ensure that you are on the right seat, your career on the right bus, in the tech industry, going to the right destination, which is tech success. Continuing, technology constantly evolves with groundbreaking AI, 5G, VR advancements. These innovations offer opportunities for individuals looking to enter the tech industry. Despite the wave of tech layoffs, which have amounted to nearly 80,628 just in 2024, excuse me, IT roles remain among the most in-demand jobs, according to Manpower Group's recent employment outlook survey. So let's kind of just take a look at this list right here. So the number one is cybersecurity engineer, and you can clearly see the salaries right there is between 96,000, 154,000 per year. And I happen to believe that this list right here, in terms of the salary, is very conservative. That's just my opinion, because a lot is changing in terms of, I'm just speaking in terms of cybersecurity. I was talking to someone the other day, and they want to move over to become a cybersecurity professional, and they said that they were reviewing forums and blogs to find out, excuse me, who their competition was, who was going into cybersecurity. I said, you really don't have to do that because there's a worldwide shortage of cybersecurity engineers. Because of that, it leaves a green field or a blank slate for people going into cybersecurity to be able to leverage a lot of opportunities, which will make them eventually, if they stay put in cybersecurity and don't, kind of meander, if they stay put, and they get the qualified skills that allow them to perform and be promoted, within 5 to 7 years, these people will stand as industry leaders. So that's cybersecurity. Number two, information security analyst, 96,000, 156,000. I want you to notice that the top two positions deal with security. So keep that in mind. So if we were to categorize these, the first two would just say security. That would be the category. So keep that in mind as well. So it tells you just from this list that one of the main priorities of the industry is security. And you can understand by the breaches that take place, CrowdStrike being the most recent uh, uh, incident that took place. Now, mind you, CrowdStrike stubbed themselves in the toe, but nonetheless, it's still a security breach or a security vulnerability that was exploited, even if it was by the company who was hired to have software to protect business entities from security breaches. Now, it's amazing that, the tool that you were using to protect you harms you. So, but just keep that in mind. Security is security. And the way we see it in cybersecurity world is security is everyone's responsibility. Number three, software development, 84,000, 139,000. Number four, cloud engineer, 83,429 to $188,588 per year. Number five, machine learning engineer, 108,162 to $253,800. Now, this is the way I describe it. When I was starting my career, I got into Microsoft Certified System Engineer as an MCSE certification, and this was in the 1990s, okay? In the late 1990s. Now, at that time, there weren't a lot of security, or there weren't a lot of systems engineers. So by the time it came 5 to 7 to 10 years of experience that I had gotten, I was at the front of the security or the systems engineering field because it was just budding. So when I look at like machine learning or blockchain or even artificial intelligence, you can even add data, like data analysts and data scientists. These fields, the data analysts and data scientists, yes, we've had people who managed information in the past, but it's more digital and digitized, so much so that there's actually companies that manage all this big bulk of data, and the data is growing, so someone has to manage it and make it meaningful. These types of careers, in my opinion, from my professional view, remember I said 30,000 foot, helicopter view of the parade of tech. These types of career fields put a person in a position that starting now, in 5 to 7 years, they can be industry leaders simply because of how their niche changes and how new machine learning, blockchain, and even AI is at this moment. Now, 10, 15 years, I wouldn't say the same thing because AI will probably be more structured and you'll probably be able to understand the value of a resource 5 years from now or 10 years from now. I know network engineering is so commonplace that you can pretty much understand how much a network engineer can make. But if you were thinking about, I say, in the late 90s, when network engineering was really coming into its own, there was a lot of opportunity because the industry front runners were being defined. So these types of careers are where industry front runners, meaning professionals or individual contributors, or what we call subject matter experts. These types of people are still being defined. When I say that, think of like sports, the all-stars, the most valuable players. They're not defined yet, and so they're still being defined. So the reason I tout these, like machine learning, artificial intelligence, data analyst, data scientist, or blockchain engineer, is because you could position yourself to be a most valuable player. And I would highly recommend that if you're interested in going into tech and you haven't really decided, go ahead and explore these just based off my information from a historical viewpoint of the technology industry. So continuing. Number six, blockchain engineer, 100, or machine learning engineers, 108 to 162 to $253,800. Number six, blockchain engineer, $124,700 to $185,981. Number seven, data analyst, $49,649 to $121,769. Number eight, software engineer. Now, remember, software developer, software engineer. So you have two on this list is dealing with some type of programming. Okay, two on this list is dealing with data, managing data. blockchain, machine learning, and artificial intelligence, I would put that in the category of emerging technologies. That's pretty much how and cloud is cloud. So that's how pretty much how I would organize this list into categories. I would say we have a category of security. We have a category of, let's say, coding or programming. We have a category of cloud. We have a category of emerging technologies with machine learning, blockchain, and AI. We have a category of data management, our big data, and I'll put data analyst and data scientist. Software engineer, software developer would be in the same list of programming. So that's what I would do in this situation. Continuing with this particular section of the article. Number 7 is data analyst. I think I did that one. Number 8, software engineer, $66,199 through $168,005. Data scientist, $93,159,000. And artificial intelligence specialist, $93,173,000. And then they go on to explain, and I can put this article so that you can reference it yourself, but they go on to explain in detail, more information that would be helpful for you in making your decision as far as what direction you would go in tech. But I'm essentially here just kind of give you a tour. So picture me like a tour guide, kind of giving you a tour of the top in-demand careers in tech and how you can help mobilize this information and make it more viable for you and meaningful for your career by acting as some form of decision-making tool on the progress towards your tech career journey. So cybersecurity engineer tops our list as the best tech jobs for the future. Did you know that cybersecurity has an unemployment rate of 0%? See, this is really vital information so that when you do make a decision to go into tech and what area of tech, then you know that you're going into an area where there's going to be some form of demand in the future. Now, if it's 0%, it ties into what I had said is that there's a worldwide shortage for cybersecurity engineer. Thus forth, this is why you see 0% unemployment rate, because if you have cybersecurity skills, the industry is demanding that you put those skills to work. And to make matters more interesting, there is a pressing need for an additional 4 million cybersecurity professionals to tackle the growing threats. So security is a major issue in tech right now. So information security analysts, they got to give you an information about that. Software developers create and maintain software that meets the evolving requirements of businesses, users and clients. The dynamic field requires a blend of skills to decipher information, critical thinking to solve problems systematically, and creativity to devise innovative solutions for complex challenges. Cloud engineer, by 2025, cloud native platforms are predicted to make up 95% of all workloads. A significant increase from 30% observed in 2021 is expected to drive the market size from 371.4 billion to 832.1 billion, which essentially in 4 years you're seeing you're seeing almost $475 million or billion dollars in value being added to the cloud. So keep that in mind as well, because what you're looking at is wherever investors are investing money, meaning people are going to have to buy software, buy into platforms like AWS and buy professionals to be able to support these environments. So wherever you see money going into tech, that's where the jobs are going to be. So if you're seeing that $475 billion is going to go into cloud, essentially you got to think like a business. That's the pie. Get your piece of the pie. Machine learning engineer operates at the intersection of software engineering and data science. They possess a combination of skills for navigating the intricacies of AI and machine learning. The demand for machine learning engineers is predicted to grow by 40% from 2023 to 2027. So it just automatically tells you that there's going to be some growth. If there's going to be growth, that's where people are going to be investing money. If they're going to be investing money, there's going to be demand for workers to support or drive the growth, plus support and maintain that growth once projects are implemented using machine learning. A blockchain engineer brings together skills and analytical insights essential for the field of blockchain. Mastering programming languages such as JavaScript, Solidity, Python, Java, or Clojure is from the basics of blockchain. Analysts predict 1 million new open source software engineering roles in blockchain complemented by 3 million non-technical positions. So when they say that right there, it just tells me that these are what I would call like ancillary positions, meaning you're going to need project managers, you're going to need information technology managers, or you're going to need leadership, which are, non-technical roles, but these are the roles that ensure either we're talking about technology in terms of operation or technology in terms of projects, which is involving implementation. Now, a lot of these terms I don't expect you to be familiar with, but just kind of get used to hearing them conceptually, because you going into tech, you're going to hear them over and over again, because that's just the nature of how the business works in terms of its functionality in a team environment within an organization. Data analyst. A skilled data analyst combines expertise with business acumen. They understand manipulating and analyzing data using Python, R, or SQL programming languages. Their keen attention to detail helps them identify any anomalies and ensure the accuracy of their work. By 2030, the data analysis landscape is poised for transformative growth, with an expected increase of 25% in data analysts working across various sectors. The burgeoning field is anticipated to open as many as 10,000 job opportunities, underscoring the critical role of data in shaping the decisions and strategies of the future. Software engineer. A proficient software engineer possesses a combination of expertise, analytical thinking, and interpersonal skills. They are highly skilled in programming languages such as Python, Java, and C++, with an understanding of software development principles and tools. Analytical abilities allow them to break down problems, design solutions, and conduct meticulous debugging. The employment of software engineers will grow by 25% between 2022 and 2032. Remember, we're looking at not only what is in demand, but what's going to be in demand into the future. And so this gives you an understanding that these fields already have traction. My encouragement is for you to get on that bus that I was talking about and get on that seat so you can have tech success for yourself and get yourself a piece of the pie. Data scientist. A data scientist combines statistics, technology, and business understanding to transform data into insights. These specialists are happiest when analyzing data sets, identifying patterns, predicting trends, and solving business problems. Experts predict 35.2% employment growth for data scientists, with 59,400 tech jobs opening in the US between 2022 and 2032. Okay, artificial intelligence specialists. AI specialists apply their expertise, creative thinking, and extensive understanding of AI technologies to various industrial use cases. They are skilled in programming languages like Python, Java, and C++. You'll notice that there's an overlap between AI and I think it was software development, where the programming, there'll be certain programming skills that need to be learned. The difference, because you might look at it and say, okay, so you're telling me a software developer learns the same languages as an artificial intelligence specialist. Like, what's the difference? The difference is in the application of it. AI is going to be working on artificial intelligence projects or initiatives, whereas software development may be working on business application or operational business activities, such as automating business operation tasks, essentially, like such as think like finance application, think of operational applications, such as let's say accounting, or whatever the specific business is. If it's real estate, it may be a software developer that works on real estate applications, things of that nature. Now, it says here, these specialists leverage their knowledge to create, implement, and enhance AI models and solutions that automate tasks, analyze data sets, and tackle problems. While AI-related positions become the top IT jobs in demand for the future, it says, will AI-related positions become the top IT jobs in demand for the future? World Economic Forum 2023 Future of Jobs reports predicts an unprecedented 40% growth in the number of AI and machine learning specialists by 2027. The surge is expected to create 1 million new jobs by 2027, marking AI specialists as the largest growing group of any occupation. That's a drop the mic moment right there. All right. That's just basically telling you that, hey, this ground is fertile. If you plant your seed there, expect a bountiful crop if you are a good farmer. That's just the way it works. This contributes to enhancing efficiency and driving innovation, and a foundation in mathematics, statistics, and problem-solving abilities is essential to excel in this role. Practical communication skills and adaptability to changing technology landscapes are also crucial, meaning you need to be able to move about the industry. You need to be able to move about the industry. You need to know what you're doing in this industry. So you move where the technology is moving and you keep up to date with where the trends are going and the patterns are going in tech so that you can apply your AI skills in a more meaningful way as the industry adjusts, because technology is an industry that is constantly changing and advancing, and innovation is key to ensuring that technology is suffice for whatever demands placed on it by business operations. Our societal needs, because it can be, some nonprofit that there's a nonprofit initiative that drives the need for a change in technology, but nonetheless, it may permeate all of the technology industry. As AI becomes more integrated into our lives across all sectors, the contribution of AI specialists is vital in shaping the future of technology and its practical application. The future outlook of technology job markets in 2024 and beyond. With technology giants pushing boundaries, IT professionals will have many opportunities due to advancements in emerging technologies. This is what I was encouraging you to understand earlier in this video, that when you think of machine learning, you think of AI, you think of blockchain. These are emerging technologies. That means that those people who go into these fields in 5 to 7, perhaps 10 years, they will be the leaders. They will be the people who are defining that area of tech. They will be the people who are the thought leaders. They'll be the people who are the movers and the shakers. Those will be the high-level advisors and the subject matter experts that all people will be dependent upon, and hearing from them if they have to bump into, work with, or deal with anything related to AI. So this is the right time and the right time in history, the right moment for you if you want to jump onto an emerging technology such as AI, such as machine learning or blockchain, because you can be the definition of AI in 5 to 10 years, because it's a new and budding area of tech, and that will give you opportunity. You may not have the security because it's not well defined, but being that it's not well defined, you can work on projects and have the expertise of the projects that you gain in experience to be able to define this area of tech. However, it is essential to addressing the existing skills gap. Recent surveys reveal a critical need for talent in cloud security, AI, machine learning, and zero trust implementation, all of which present exciting challenges and upskilling opportunities for the tech workforce. This article, I got a pulse on this thing, man. I got a pulse on this industry, man. I haven't read this article. I just have an understanding of the tech industry to know where it's going, what it's doing, and how it's moving. So I can tell you and give you certain prescriptions, just like a doctor would a patient. In other words, by letting you know what you're looking at, what your condition can be, should you take these opportunities now, how the future will look very bright for you. The survey among 15,000 experts discovered that 92% of enterprises are facing shortages of expertise specifically related to cloud computing security, artificial intelligence, and our machine learning technologies, and the implementation of zero trust frameworks. The most recent Manpower Group's 2024 Global Talent Shortage Survey revealed that the majority of 76% of IT employers report difficulty finding the skilled talent they need. Meanwhile, the global net employment outlook NEO for IT employers is 34%, which is the strongest percentage by sector. NEO is used internationally as the bellwether for labor market trends and hiring intentions. So let's take a look at this. They're basically looking at all these different industries globally, and they're saying that information technology is at 34% in comparison to financial and real estate, healthcare and life sciences, industrials and materials, consumer goods and services, energy and utilities, communications and services, transport, logistics and automotive, other, and none of the above. So it says here, businesses in IT industry reported the strongest outlook for the 6th consecutive quarter, but declined by 1% versus Q1 in 2024, but nonetheless looking strong. Okay, so let's see here. The bottom line, We are heading into the future where emerging technologies will usher in new diversified roles and that merge technical acumen with irreplaceable value of human skills. This is why I always emphasize to people going into tech. You want, because AI, because machine learning, because you got Chat GPT and all this kind of stuff that's going on, there's going to be a lot of automation. So you want to also build your skill set of soft skills. And in other words, learn how to communicate, be creative, be a creative thinker, be a critical thinker. These are the type of skills that cannot be automated. Problem solving skills. You can't automate these skills. This has something to do with being able to see trends and patterns, being able to isolate and being able to locate and single in on an issue, and then having the ability, once you define the problem and you notice the area of the issue, being able to solve that problem and bring out solutions. Therefore, you need to think critically and creatively in order to do that. And then you must be decisive as well and know how to communicate and articulate that to project sponsors or whoever is a stakeholder in you solving a particular problem. As a result, professionals are being challenged to rethink their IT career strategies, emphasizing the importance of lifelong learning and adaptability in an era where technology and humanity intersect more profoundly than ever before. And that's what I'm here for. 30 years career in tech. I'm here essentially, like I said, as an usher. Picture me as like the bus driver taking you towards tech success. I just want to make sure you're on you're on the right seat. This is tech. Are you on the right bus? This is the tech industry. Get on the right seat, which is the right tech career. And we know we're going in the right direction, which is tech's career success. And we want that for you. And if you need any assistance, go ahead and reach out to us. And we do provide coaching and mentoring services that will be able to assist you in working through the various types of careers, in analyzing your background, what you expect, what you want, what your, I guess, salary goals would be, existing skills, interchangeable skills, transferable skills, and things of that nature. We'll sort of put it all in and be able to analyze and assess where you're at and tell you where you can go and how quick you can get there. So I'll put a link in this video in the description. So if you do need any coaching or mentoring, you can go ahead and reach out to us and we would be happy to assist you in that. And I want to thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. And I would look forward to communicating with you again, some good information that will help you in your tech career journey in the future. Shalom. Peace.